Ah. Mm. Where I come from in Nigeria, they don't really care what you eventually decide to use your degree for. The fact that you went to school, that should be enough reps. Oh, I have a son that has a master's degree. That is a a flex. But among ourselves, come on now. Come on now. Among ourselves, come on now. We should be able to talk to ourselves. What do you use your degree for? Kilo ma fi ṣe. So don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your resources. Especially if you're a man, it is completely different. Because the burden of performance is you have to use whatever you learn to provide something. But yeah, a lot of men will struggle, especially, right now, there are especially guys in tech. I'm talking about guys that went to school to study software engineering. The bigger percentage of them are they struggle to get a job right now. They struggle hard to get a job. So, Anthony said, was it from my hand or the life ended? It disconnected. So I had to restart it. The live show disconnected and I had to start it. Previously, what happened was there is a guy that asked me a question. He said, how can he get a job? He's doing a master's degree in applied economics. And I was just saying, my guy, applied economics in 2025. Applied economics, getting a degree in applied economics is like going to school to study business. Like, seriously? These are practical work. It's not something you study in school. Franklin said, what I do at work right now is mostly AI and viral automation. Exactly. Even Fortune 500 companies right now, they are all adopting and encouraging their staff members to start using and learning artificial intelligence, how to use it, how to incorporate it. And, this is, if you don't know this about Fortune 500 companies, this is how they do. They are going to tell people to implement it. So that way they want to know if people that work for them can use AI. And then they will start separating the manpower with the artificial intelligence to see if the AI can take over the work. In the next 5 to 10 years, I'm telling you, man. I am telling you. But I was saying something earlier in previous live show before it disconnected. I said all through this week, what we talked about was self-love, taking care of yourself. I like to speak to men because the bigger percentage of men eventually die young. When the burden of performance when the wall are too much, you understand me? A lot of men eventually lose their life. And as a student of life, I pay very, very close attention to what happened after the man has died and just go. The woman usually pick herself back up, and surprisingly, she can take care of herself. As men, we push ourselves to the level where we just, we sacrifice our well-being, our very existence. I want her to be happy. It's a known fact. Nobody can make anybody happy. People choose to be happy. People choose to be miserable. Prioritize yourself. Put yourself first. When you spend all that money, all that time, all that energy, and you blow it on responsibility. And one of the things I said in previous live show before you disconnected, I said the bigger percentage of people, they think they love themselves. You understand me? You don't. Because if you love yourself, you will put yourself first. And what we have learned is when you put yourself first, It helps your psyche. It helps your well-being. You heal better. You function better. It's easier for you to help other people. It's like driving a car. You know when to apply brake. You know when to just go on solo. You know when to go fast. You know when to just pull to the side and take a nap. Mark Barrel. The one that blew my mind the most. This guy, what is his name? That basketballer that died like 5 years ago. Kilongpo Koboboy now. The one that is what is that guy's name that died in helicopter? Kilongpo Bobo. You know me, I don't watch sports. What is that guy that died in Kobe? His wife has like 3 or 4 kids. I don't even know. A multi-millionaire. Could take me 5. The guy has not died like this. His spirit is yet to reach heaven or hell. There's a rumor 5 years ago or 4 years ago that the wife is having an affair with somebody. We heard that it was his friend. 5 years after, right now, last week, we read that the woman is pregnant. You see, men, the way we live our lives, we lie to ourselves. It's almost like we brainwash ourselves. You understand? To keep going through life. One of the things we tell ourselves is, nobody can do for this woman the way I've done for this woman. Sex, for example, the bigger percentage of men will say, nobody can have sex with my woman the way I have sex. Come on now. We know this. Assuming she's a logical being like a man operates, a man can go out there and have sex with her much as much, but he would not allow. He's not going to go out there and impregnate. The bigger percentage of men that love their women genuinely will not go out there. We saw her with baby bumps. This is real life. Now, sure, we don't understand how this Hollywood move. Message. Be me. My blood only hurts. Hey, Velvet, how you doing? Franklin said, balancing ski. Just to protect our image, I am confident they will not let us know when she's going to have that kid. Shower Jordan. We are not fools here. But, take care of yourself. Which simply means that I've enjoyed the best of the things you work for. It is called self-love. Today, my good friends, we are drinking Shilajit. I wish you guys can see it. We are drinking Shilajit. It's called Ajashek Poki Poki. Yesterday was a very, very good day. I had a great time. I slept around 4 o'clock this morning. I woke up around 9 o'clock. Decided to make this because I had too much fun yesterday. So, another example of self-love, my good friends, is you making plans for your future. Don't put all your eggs into a basket and my family are going to be okay. And let me just push myself and die. They would tell us 10 years after. I went out with baby. It was fun. Velvet says she's not pregnant. It is all PR. That is PR. They are trying to protect her image. You know, would you believe something? If you tell a man that, my good man, if you die last week, that your wife, before the end of 3 months, another man is going to be having sex with her, the bigger percentage of men will say, it's a lie. My woman cannot do that. This life has been around for a long time. Show me, not my own highs, because me, I'm a young man. But you see my mentors, there is nothing those men have not seen. I swear. Because they are old men. What do you expect? The oldest of my mentor is 92 years old. There is nothing those men have not seen. Mark Barre, better don't kill yourself. Velvet said, but she cannot stay single for life now. In a man's world, she must stay single. Preferably, if you ask the bigger percentage of men, the bigger percentage of men believe that when they die, their wife should die with them. We're just telling you how men think. How men think. How men think. The bigger percentage of men will like a velvet. Remember what I said earlier? I said that men we project certain illusions to ourselves, almost like she cannot do better than me. She cannot function better than me. You get me? This is how we push ourselves, almost like we view women like they are some like very what is that English word? Almost like a baby, a child. But because this life has been around for a long time, my mentors confirmed it to me that when you fall short and you die young, as a man, my guy, she will be fine. I swear, she will be fine. Mark Barai, love yourself. Now let's talk about basic things. Otigbo. This is one thing I find very, very fascinating. Look at Velvet. She said, stay single for what? I beg, let her enjoy life. She has suffered enough. How did she suffer? Tell me how she suffered. Would you believe that she inherited all the wealth of that guy? He did not give his parents nothing. Now, we are not saying what she did is bad or what she did is good. We are not taking the side of anybody. What we are doing right now, we are speaking from the perspective of a man. How men see the world. Because what we started today's podcast with is, Mark Barai, do not kill yourself. Because while they kill people, come on now. What does that mean in English? When the wala is too much, people die. Velvet said she lost a man and a daughter. That's already bad. People die. Let me tell you what she should have done. She can go out there. Look at this woman, Laurie London. Laurie London that was dating Nipsey Hussle. That had she used to date Lil Wayne. After Nipsey died, you will not hear anything that okay, she's having any affair. We know now. One jello in London, Nita now. She's a woman, somebody, mama. In 12 months that Nipsey died, me, I did tell you confirm. There is a man somewhere that is giving it to her because she, she's a woman. All the emotions too much, man. She need, la one soul. Faye, what's going on? How you doing? How are you? La one soul, but because she needs emotion. Let me tell you something. I understand that she can go out there. She needs a shoulder to cry on. I understand all those things. But what I'm saying is, she's not supposed to go out there to get pregnant for another man. Franklin said, why do you think most women use words like I am bored? You understand? Like, women are not dumb now. A woman can have as much sex as you want. You can bust the nut into a woman like this. If she does not want to get pregnant, she's not going to get pregnant. Women are not dumb. They are extremely intelligent. It is I believe this, that it is a conscious decision if any woman gets pregnant. It's not because I miss my Rodney. She knows exactly what she's doing. Yeah, she's not meant to get. That is elite. That is exactly what I'm saying. You can play the field, but she has to maintain. You see, this life is becoming nonsense, man. But not to, because today I don't want to talk about women. I want to talk about guys. From that perspective, take care of yourself, my good friends. Malo kuku ojiji o. which simply means that don't just have unnecessary, untimely death. She can take care of herself. Try your best, provide safety and security, but put yourself first. Oh, put yourself first. Put yourself first. God Jesus, sometimes you stress so baby won't come. So baby won't come. And another thing I was saying, because we started this live show before and it disconnected, so we had to come back. Another thing I was saying is self-love for you loving yourself, is you making plans for your future. Because this life, is very, very unpredictable. It is possible you believe you will have a long life and you just died last week. And it's another thing you believe that, okay, the way this thing is going, man, let's say by so time. Let's say by 30 years old or by Kinikon, you're gone. And you end up living till 100 years. Yeah. So make plans for. You understand? Save for. It's possible you think you have a long life. Could you buy in the last week? Because last week, and it's another thing to say, me, I don't see I see my, oh God. So, So make your plans. I'm pretty sure you have hard desires. I'm pretty sure you have dreams, you have goals, you have things that you see yourself. Majority of your time and your energy, you should pour it into making yourself better. What we've known about people function better once they know you're doing something good with your life. Nobody wants to be with what is that English word? Is it a burden? Burden is not the English word. Nobody wants to be. English word is just getting harder and harder and harder. Nobody wants to be with. Thank you, Frank. Velvet. Burden. Nobody wants liability. Anthony. Oh, nobody wants liability. Nobody. Thank you. Nobody wants liability. Everybody wants to help people that it's obvious that there will be a return on that investment in the nearest future. So prepare yourself, package yourself, irrespective of where you are right now, what part of the world you are living in. At all say bad, you need to have different set of clothes that you can, you understand? Once you get that haircut as a man like this and you wear those, talk about shoes. You need to have 2 shoes. At all. Me, I have like 150 shoes. I get shoes. At all, say bad for you. You need to have at least 2 shoes, 2 slippers. Brown and black. Slippers, black and brown. I'm talking about manicure, pedicure. You need to know how to do those things for yourself. For a corner. Once you look like you need help, nobody's going to help you. That's the harsh reality of this life. Once it is obvious, this one is suffer, nobody's going to help you. This is not some Yoruba movie, some Nollywood. You know in all those Nollywood, and you're just walking by the side of the road like this, and there's a rich woman in a Pajero. Let's look for the company that creates. Because there's this car when I was young, they call it Pajero. There's that big Pajero, and she just pulled over and said, "Oh, fine boy, where are you walking? Where are you going in this sun? Is it Mr. Bushy?" Pajero. Let's go and look for Pajero. Who is doing? Oh, Mr. Bushy Pajero. Talk about, you understand? She would just come down from the car and just say, "Fine boy. A fine boy like you should not be walking in the sun." Oh God, your eye go peel. It will never happen. L to the no. Thank you, Velvet. Velvet said, guys, you see what I'm saying? Velvet said, it will walk, it will walk. Because no woman, I'm telling you the truth. No woman is coming to help you. I swear on everything. I am just. Bertrand said, "Why is that thing where you get better on personal things out of anger against her?" That is you using your. It's almost like using your disappointment. You're using your hatred, your heartbreak. You use it as a fuel. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why heartbreak is being encouraged for men. That at least in a lifetime you should experience heartbreak, and there are so many shades of heartbreak. Heartbreak. Yeah, we're going, man. Oh, heartbreak. Oh boy. Oh boy. Heartbreak. Oh man. A man that has never experienced heartbreak before is school of thought, is school of knowledge consumption. Odinkon. Oh, heartbreak. Oh boy. Anthony said, even the sugar mummies will use the youths out of you. Of course, they will take advantage of you. You know, one of the funny things I've learned about this life is we make it seem like it's only men that use women. Women use men too. A rich woman that sees you, a good-looking man, fine boy, you have the chest, you have the body, she's your line, but there's nothing she will benefit from you. She will dry you. I swear, she will dry you. She will be giving small money, but not to the level that you'll be useful for yourself. The best investment you can give for yourself is to dive in. Go and make something out of your life. I'm telling you, your destiny is not just to sleep and wake up and just complain about life. Take it from me. You're meant for greatness. Take your time to know who you are and know who you are not. Don't let anybody, most of you, you will settle for unnecessary things because you believe that is how life is supposed to be. What is that Yoruba? There's this Yoruba saying, "Isale oro leg me." Isale oro leg me. A lot of people will translate it that the foundation of success, that you do unspeakable things. Unspeakable things does not mean you have to start following sugar mummies around, though. You get me? Unspeakable things might just be you struggled. You worked at, you understand? But once you have a direction, you have a plan. Come on now. People make it out of nothing every day. Faye said, even sugar mommy gets speck. Of course, sugar mommy gets speck now. In the life and death of his companion dog. Forget about relationship heartbreak. One of the biggest tests a man can endure in life is the life and death of his companion dog. That is if you have a dog. Let me tell you something. From our findings and personal experience, if you want to elevate, Baba, you do it by yourself. I dey tell you, man. Because when you start moving in certain way, your friends will cut you off. When you start having, this is from personal experience and it was taught to me by my mentors too. When the only conversation you can have is personal growth and just development. Oh God. Oma Dawa. Velvet said, so a dog with Diane, dog bawo. Let me tell you something. Because I meant it in previous contents when I said that you literally have to be by yourself. You understand? To get to the level that I'm talking about, keep a dog. That means you are at home. When I came to Minnesota in 2018 for my grad school, I told you guys the story now. Me, I love dogs. It's impossible to keep dogs. Shame me that I will go and drive Uber, do Lyft. Then, me that I will go and do DoorDash, only to go to school in the evening, 5:45 to 9 p.m. I'm not even at home. You don't understand? Not to talk of keeping a dog. It's the time. Dog bawo. Dog bawo. And then I got a full-time job, a software engineer, one for Wells Fargo. You understand? Like, where's the time to keep dog? You do it by yourself. And you have to be very, very obsessed with the idea of winning. You understand? So that means you have to plan. It's like you want to. This is from our findings, though. it's like you want to go through landmines, because a lot of things is going to come up trying to stop you from becoming that potential. Oh God. For one, what we learn is it is like maze. You know what the maze is? Maze is M-A-Z-E. It is like maze. But bro, and what we find, like you know me, I will tell you exactly how it is. Oh God, intervention of God they needed. Oh, they needed, man. If you're not careful, you're going to be discouraged because you're going to lose a lot. You understand me? You're going to lose a lot. I remember well. I still wanted to do some of the activities that I used to do in Texas, which is, be with multiple women and do all that. Oh God, it was like, it's not possible. I'm telling, it's not possible. The confidence day to approach a woman and get her number and do all that stuff. Okay, let's hang out on Friday. Friday, bawo, assignment day where guys do. Work project day where guys finish. You understand? After I finish 10 o'clock at night, I have to go and drive Uber. I did tell you all that 2018, 2019. Oh God, no be wasa, man. Over the day you want to climb up. Whoa. But a lot of men will say, no, I don't want to lose my mind. You are underestimating your strength. You're not going to lose your mind. Lose your mind, bao. You're not going to lose your mind. As a matter of fact, you should lean into it. Love yourself. That relationship that you're carrying like this, drop that relationship. Go and focus on yourself. Go and focus on yourself, man. Advice, stay be my phone here. That is, if you want to get to that level, well, okay. Because for a while is like 2 to 5 years. For a while. Oh God. What is that Yoruba word? You're not going to eat the type of food that you want. You're not going to live the type of life that you want. That's why you have to be fully dedicated, man. I remember then, when I come back like this to sleep, around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I sleep like I died. You understand? No nightmares, I have walked myself all day. I can be very hard-headed, man. You get me? I can be very, very hard-headed. That's why I said you have to be stubborn. Over me, Kiabi, you have to be stubborn. You have to be very, very stubborn. Very, 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 very stubborn. I love you, man. Love yourself. It breaks my heart when I see men will push, because this life has been around for a while. Men will push themselves and make something out of their life, only to die 2-3 years after that. Only to just die. And the ones that breaks my heart the most, they push themselves so hard, only to go back in time to find the love that, okay, I believe I can take care of this woman. And that woman will take advantage of them. It hold my body. I feel bad. You understand? If it has never happened to you before, you would think that man does not know what he's doing. Like, all this men is not. He should have gone. He should have. It has never happened to you before. That's why you think you know what to do. Yeah. Levi, hey, what's up, my G? Long time, man. What's going on? It's been a while, man. How you doing? All right. Anthony said, I used the pain to better myself. I even joined boxing class, boxing care, kickboxing. Me, I love fighting though. I don't watch any sports, but I love kickboxing, MMA and all those, UFC things. But one of the things that I used to, because I don't enjoy going to the gym. I don't want that muscular. I still want my physique. Then I always go For St. Paul, there's this place very close to downtown St. Paul that I used to go and train kickboxing and boxing. I've always learned boxing since I was young, but kickboxing to use everything together. Cause, Baba, when you are struggling, there's a very big chance you will become bitter based off of how people will treat you. And when people are not kind. People are not kind. People will treat you like shit. People will treat you like you're nothing. You understand? It's possible you become bitter, but so you don't become, that is what I meant by know who you are and know who you are not. So you don't become bitter. My personality is I want to give to the world. You get me? I don't want to be a bad person. So I use the kickboxing, you understand, to balance the inner conflict that I was having. Imagine then I was doing master's degree. I was, around that time, 2019, I was starting a software company and I had a full-time job. And I was doing DoorDash. I was doing Uber and Lyft. People will speak to me like I'm nothing. Would you believe I have a title? You understand? And, you understand? If you're not careful, inner conflict go rise. You will become bitter. You're not going to like people. But that kickboxing helped, man. So now, I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody, man. I learned from those experiences. I learned from those experiences. And that's why we can talk on podcasts like this and play with you guys. Oh yeah. We can play, we can give you jab. But it's possible for that inner conflict to come up. See as all these people did. If I get money. Because I had money and I lost it. You guys know the story now. And I became broke. 2017, I became very, very broke. I started selling my shoes, my clothes to survive. You get me? I came to Minnesota like this. One story that I remember well. Couple of weeks after I came into Minnesota, I did not have money to eat food. Then I remember I used to sell my clothes on Poshmark and Messari. There's this app. My you. I remember I removed my glasses like this. Because I have this pride of I should not be caught doing this. So I have a style of doing things. My reading glasses are strictly Tom Ford. Only Yetimura glasses here, which is, it was very expensive. I removed that glasses like this and I removed the lens because it is recommended. And I posted it on Poshmark. I sold it for $40 because I needed that money to hit that morning. $40. You don't understand which time they talk. When you experience that kind of down, there's a very big chance you will not like this life. You will not even like people. You understand me? I did not want to call anybody because my father told me not to move to Minnesota, that I should stay back in Texas. I said I have to. Bro, I told my brother said, how about you move back to Texas? My mother said the same thing. How about you move back to Texas? And you can transfer your school. I said, no, I will push through. Agidi. Hard-headed. I remember when I wanted to leave Texas, my friend Adeleke, my Kulu Jomo like this, he bought me a Ferragamo belt, a small Boku Gansini Ferragamo belt, because then it was the big Boku Ferragamo belt that we had. So he bought me that small Boku as a gift. It is reversible. The leather belt is, then he bought it for me around $350. I sold that belt on Messari for $70. 70. Because you understand what I'm saying? When you experience things like that, you are experiencing rock bottom. And you go out there to do DoorDash. And you do food delivery. And you watch how people treat you. It's possible you become bitter. You understand me? But as long as you know who you are and you know who you are not, you are going to survive that time. You're going to stay on that path of, I am going to make it. When I got my first job at University of St. Thomas, doing DevSecOps, I don't get any experience. You guys know that they talk now on this podcast. I don't get any experience, man. Resume where I use. Now my guy, Diola. It was like 4 or 5 of my guys that build the resume off of their experience. You understand? I say, okay, I be one senior, can it come become? Sure. They package the resume for me. One of the professors said, okay, he likes my vibe. I should start working for him. Oh, Tom. Upgrade like that. Couple of months, early 2019, I got another job with Wells Fargo. It's like, God is good, though. God is good, my good friends. God is very, very good. As long as you know who you are and you know who you are not, you are going to survive. Whatever you are experiencing, whatever downside to live, take it from me, man. It is happening for a reason. Because I am not an humble person. I don't oppress people. I don't intimidate people. But I have this, and I guess it's the family that I come from. I believe I was humbled though. I was humbled. I was humbled, man. I was humbled, man. The shoes that was selling then to survive was a Christian Louboutin. I don't get one Christian Louboutin now again. Then each shoes, I bought it then for around $1,400, $1,500. I was selling them for like $300, $400 just to survive. But we thank God for life. We thank God for life. My first Rolex watch, I was a Rolex Air King. That Rolex is $10,000. I sold that Rolex for like 4,000 something on dollars. The person that bought it to buy it was, you understand me? Because I don't see anybody, because it must first survive. The Cartier bracelet, I did not sell it. I did not sell it because I did not sell any of them because I told my mother, I was selling, there are certain things that I did not sell. Now let's talk about certain things that I did not sell. Around 2015, I bought this big Boku Hermes belt. Those are worst investments. When you're making money, you do stupid things. You buy unnecessary things. I bought them now. But to answer your question, Franklin, I wanted to sell the Cartier bracelet for cheap. But, when you've been selling, I've been selling everything. My mother would call me on the phone. And every now and then when she perceived my voice sounding differently, she would say, let me see your face. So when she saw my face like this, I've not had haircut. She said, oh, call me Kilon Shele. She said, which simply means my husband, what's going on? Or my darling, what's going on? I said, I'm struggling, I'm struggling. I said, I've sold this, I've sold that, I've sold this. That somebody wants to buy this bracelet and the rest of this Cartier bracelet for so much. I said, no. She said, why didn't you tell anybody? I said, I don't want people to laugh at me. My mother said, okay. I send the OCNC. My mother sent me money to offset certain debts that I have. Ojimiti Bobai, I've been humbled. I've been humbled. But to a regular man, even that level that I'm, that I've been humbled, they can still perceive that pride. A regular person can still perceive that pride. You understand me? But me, I know say of Mamuti fall. You understand? And the pride still there. Like the price is, my self-esteem is very, very high. The way I view myself is very, very high. You understand? But oh God, I want their name with Jaboton. Jaboton, man. Oh, Jen Kakini, Franklin, mommy. So, protect your future, my good friends. Rubbing shoulder with friends? Oh boy. My ba one show. Don't rub no shoulder with nobody. Your friends buy so. You too, you think you can buy it because you have the money. Better go and use your money to invest in your future. Ìyẹn làwa máa sọ fún ẹ. Ṣé o ti gbọ́ nǹkan tí mo sọ? Humble yourself. Even when you have it like this, operate like you don't have nothing. Move like o sí nǹkankan lẹ̀. I learned that the very, very hard way. Very, very hard way. Very, very hard way. Of course, ask your questions, G-Man. Women. Those they are another species. Oh boy. Oh, I saw Pepe. My mama go say, if you have 10 naira, tell people you have 2 naira. 2 naira, bao. Tell them you have 50 kobo. Tell them you don't even have anything. Ko singo konta anje. Tell them you don't have anything, no. Money bao she ni daukwe. And I remember then, I started hearing stories about my friends. This one bought so. This one bought a Lamborghini. This one just bought a new house. This one just bought a second house. This one, and then you know, on Snapchat, I used to be very, very big on social media before this African Man podcast. I used to post a lot of fashion. This was the time, you know, guys. Remember that time when people used to show the color of their soul, the color, you know, the sole of their shoe. Then the flex for me was showing the red bottom and something they call orange bottom. Most of you probably doesn't know how, you don't know how orange bottom. Orange bottom is Hermes shoes. Red bottom day. Orange bottom day. Cause I can be prideful, man. You know, that was when it was around that time when you now start flexing. You guys are small boys. Among my friends, you guys are small boys. You guys wear shoe. Me, I'm wearing sandal. I'm wearing Ferragamo sandal. I wear Hermes sandal. You don't have any reason to do those things. I'm kidding you, woman. You get me? There are certain things that I did not sell, and I still have them. You don't have any reason. Among my friends, I'm the first person to start using a Goyard. I did tell you, man. You don't have any reason to go and buy a crossbody bag. Kilo Veviche. Right now, I have all those bags and I don't wear them. Because, like, what are you trying to prove? I have all those bags, all those crossbody. I have bags. I don't even use them no more. G-Man said, how can you stop being insecure? I strongly believe it is a traumatic response to be insecure. You need to know the root cause. You understand? You need to know the root cause. What is the root cause? Is it that maybe father wound, maybe childhood wound? You know. Most Africans, though, our confidence is attached to money. To money, man. Oh God. I remember well. I almost lost my self-esteem. 2018. I'll tell you, because I struggle, gone. Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy go. Take care of your future. I'm being transparent like this with you guys to know. But one thing that I never lost sight of was my vision. And I was praying a lot. I was fasting a lot. I was doing in-depth meditation. In-depth meditation because I was by myself. I was doing very, very strong meditations, man. I was asking for, and that was when I started making promises to God. Yes, making promises. If you do this for me, I'm going to do this for you. I want to get there because I have a vision for my life. I want to get there. I believe that it's going to be hard to get there. No matter what, take me there. You understand? Because when you start praying, when you start experiencing very strong isolation, where all you do is you walk, you come back home to sleep, you pray, you sleep, where you are just by yourself, you're not having sex with nobody. Your discernment, it sharpens. Your intuition, it brushes up. The way, you will start hearing voices from within you. You understand me? And that was when I started doing things like, that was when I started using things like, I give my essence and my life to you. Get me to this destination and I will never depart from you. Oh God. It was like dragging, it's like dragging something through the mud. I saw hell. But Baba, we reached there. Come on now. We got there. We got there. And surprisingly, when you have that kind of pride, when you're there, you almost want to go back to the lifestyle you used to live. And this is one of the fear that I have for women. On this podcast, I say they don't have that much common sense. But they do. They do. They do. The ones that cut me off when the money stopped, when we say they know they call me again. When I pick back up like this, when we say, I'm talking about, when you feel, when you are recharged fully. I started getting messages. Because I can be very, very stable. I use the same phone number. I started getting messages, a stranger, from different women. Hey, how you doing? You crossed my mind. From different women. But I'm pretty sure you must have learned something. You don't go back to people that left you to drown. You don't go back there. You understand? You don't go back there. And another thing I try to tell you guys on this platform, when you make promises to God, you might think you're making promises to yourself because you know nobody can see God. You might think you're just talking to yourself. Oh God, when they got you there, they want that thing. Oh God, God is going to hold you for it. God is going to ask you for it. I guess because I was in shit, I was just asking for. I was asking for. You start small, then Umarituchi Mama happen. That's why your belief system has to be very, 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 very strong in God. Say, God go do one. On the surface level, it might look like you're talking to yourself. But believe me, man. Believe me, man. Then they will. God they. And God is going to answer you. God is going to answer you, man. But you have to believe. You have to believe. You get to that. I got to that level where I started telling God everything. Everything. Because I was broke. I was at the rock bottom. You know when you wear all your nice things, your expensive bracelets and your expensive perfumes, and you don't feel high value. I got to that level. I swear, man. I It's not a fun experience. Unlock user Omoalenia. He said from red bottom to rock bottom. It's not funny, oh. It's not funny. Okay. Go funny, oh. Okay. It was not funny, oh. Okay. It was not funny. Okay. Franklin said, can you talk about the starting a business struggle? Because I did that stage. Baba, you need to have a direction. Yes. A direction is as simple as a feasibility study. The challenge itself in the market, you must assume it. And you multiply it by 10. I'm telling you, man. Because your brain will try to protect you. Your brain is not going to tell you how hard it's going to get. It's hard, though. Nobody's going to believe you. Usento Maria, man. Nobody is going to believe you. Nobody is going to see you. They tell you, man. But you have to see yourself. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, I would say, because I don't, personally, I don't see things like, I don't see things like a challenge. Like, you understand me? I guess because in the course of my life, I have never tried to get something like this and got it the first time. Does that make sense? It has never happened. It has never happened before. If I want something, either women, business, school, I want to buy this, I want something. It has never happened before that I tried it one time and I got it. Kosheleri. So it built my character since I was young. That okay, I have to apply force multiple times. You understand? I take breaks in between to study the landscape of things. You understand? So my perception of it always, this is not a challenge. It's part of the routine. Does that make sense? So I don't do competition with friends. I know they understand because I see things like maze. Life is like a maze. You understand? And I study everybody that are doing everything. If I'm trying to go into an industry, let's say I'm trying to go into a business. Let's say I want to start a laundry. This is an example. In Minnesota, I am going to study everybody that has laundry in Minnesota. I am going to read about them. I will take their name like this to LinkedIn and read about them. I'm going to read about them. I don't need to know them. I'm going to read about every one of them. And surprisingly, this is how weird my behavior became. I'm going to tell God about every one of them. Every one of them, I'm going to tell God about them. I don't need them out of the game. I just want to study how they did it. Every one of them, because they survived it. That's how they have that business. I need your help. How do you think I can implement this? It doesn't make sense to the bigger percentage of people, but it does make sense to me. And it works. But to answer your question, Franklin, you're going to try from a freestyle level. A freestyle level is, when you start a business, you don't just call it, I have started a business. You want to view it like a project. Does that make sense? It is a project. And just take it like a project. A project might work out, might not work out. It's possible you get halfway and you just delete the whole thing. You get me? Faye said, in some way, let me know my last. Let me know. Yale said, it's not funny, bro. I'm at that stage now. I feel cold. Why do you have to feel cold? You don't have to feel cold now. You don't have to feel cold, man. You don't have to feel cold. Oh my God, you see, and this is one harsh reality that I learned, my good friends. Nobody cares about the struggle you go through, or anybody to give a damn about it. And that's why you have to make it, though. Because if you don't make it, let's say you try something, I tried to, nobody cares. So when you survive it, and right now, like take for example, right now, I can tell you guys stories of then and just say, yeah, Jimmy, bro, I struggle. And you guys can laugh. Look at all these guys. Laughing. It's fun now to talk about it. But the memory, it's painful, man. Maybe you don't know anything about the weather of Minnesota. Around that time that I'm talking about, it was winter time. I came to Minnesota from Texas with a leather jacket. I don't get, whoa. Oh. Yeah, Jimmy. Franklin said, I see as a growth process now. Hey, Liberton. How you doing, my love? How are you? Franklin, just see it like a project, though. You're going to learn as you go. Learn as you go. Don't take it personally, though. Just learn as you go. Learn as you go. Learn as you go. What's a year? Hold on tight and just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I am good, my love. I am good. Just keep going. Oh, Mama Gbadura. I know social media don't talk about the importance and the benefits of prayer. It works, oh. It works. It works, man. It works like a charm. It works, it works. It works, man. When you're discouraged, you tell God about it. Does that make sense? That is what it's like building a relationship. You tell God about it. I know they feel my confidence, and I need this. You become vulnerable. Become vulnerable with God. Then you get to a level where they start waking you up in the middle of the night. Oh, boy, you've never heard of that before. They start waking you up in the middle of the night. I swear, man. It works. It works like a charm. It works like a charm. Exactly, Franklin, that's the time. I swear. They start waking you up. You just wake up all of it. You just wake up, pound like this. When you experience something that you don't fully understand, you tell God about it. Okay, I experienced it, so I don't understand it. What do you think it is? Now, for me, then I started talking to God like, not like Almighty God. I started talking to God like my guy, like my paddy. You understand? I started talking to God about everything, from the shoes, the clothes. You understand? The struggle, the challenges. I'm my guy with that, though. I'm my guy with that, man. God does not play with me, oh. I did tell you, man. God know they use my matter to play. Because I always, when I make promises, I make it happen. Franklin said, I see the solution in dreams and wake up. Maintain that front, man. Once you have that rapport with God, maintain it though, and just maintain it. Maintain it though. That's the, and that's why we talk about these things on this podcast. Nobody like say we they lie. I will even go further and tell you. You understand me? Worship God. Build rapport directly with God. Remove those middlemen. Middlemen are the founders of those religions. Understand? Those ones that religion, remove them. Focus directly with God. Great experience, the bottom of that time, easy. Yomi said, talking to God at odd hours is the best. And surprisingly, this is one thing I learned. You would think odd hours are just the middle of the night. No. That was when we learned about the the prayer time. Prayer time plenty. For Christians, prayer time, let's start in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 6 p.m. The year 9 p.m., 12 a.m., 3 p.m. You will do this for the rest of your life. Would you believe this? And if you have to take off day, you tell God, I don't feel strong today, I want to sleep. They will understand. For Muslims, prayer time, let's start 6 o'clock in the morning. You do your nafilat and you do your rakat. 11 o'clock, you do another nafilat. 2 p.m., you do your rakat. 4 p.m., you do your rakat. 7 p.m., you do your rakat. 8 p.m., you do your rakat. 9 p.m., you do your nafilat. You go and sleep. 2 o'clock in the middle of the night, you wake up, you do your nafilat. You want to build rapport. You know what we've learned? Let me tell you what we've learned. Ojú lásán ò ṣe ṣe. Ojú lásán ò ṣe gbọmọ lọ́wọ́ èkùrọ́. Which simply means that this life, the act of you becoming or making something out of your life, just hard work and wisdom is not good. It's not, that is, you need favor. You know how I talk on this podcast. I'm going to tell you the truth. You need grace. Grace. You know I can't pronounce how well. You need grace. Or need that no along. Because, come on now. Divine favor. Thank you. Yummy. Olongbo. Because the world's most richest people, they are not the most intelligent people. Favor. And you know how I talk. Favor across the board. I prefer to do it with God. Let God strengthen you. Some people, they've not done the inner work. Because with God, God is going to make you face certain shadows. Every human being has shadows, has inner conflict. You have trauma. You understand? Chaos within. Anger day inside you. There are certain experiences you've had in your life that build up certain tension within you. With God, God is going to make you face them. Because you must make peace with those things to be in the presence of God. Some people cannot do it because it's just too much for them. So they will make deals and promises with other characters, supporting characters, as I call them. And your prayers will be answered if that is what you decide. But from our findings, you know how I talk on this podcast. If someday you come head to head with people that are connected with God, come on now, you will be decimated. You will be destroyed. But do what makes you happy. You know, you don't have to. Do what makes you happy. Hey, Velvet said 70 people. How many people there? Would you believe I don't even know how many people there? I don't check all those things when I do live. I just talk, and just post them. I don't really care. But shout out to Velvet though. Oh, now 74 there. About me, I don't know. But shout out to you guys though. Right here, it shows 614. I guess 614 people came to the podcast. Shout out to you guys. Ayo from Yo said, what advice would you give your 25-year-old self? 25-year-old, I just came back from redemption. I was a better version of myself. My advice I will give to my 25-year-old. Now, this is, what advice would I give to my 25-year-old? I would tell you to just forgive yourself. Make your mistakes though, but forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Have mentors from different platforms of life. I'm talking about those that have their life together, those that do not have their lives together, those that can teach you. Make friends with elderly people. Yeah. Spend time with them. Women, men. And love yourself, man. Love yourself. That is my advice for my 25-year-old self. And don't take anything personally. You get me? Don't take anything personally. At 25-year-old, I felt like I had to prove something to those that saw me as, because I was a bad boy. You get me? I felt like I had to prove something to them that I can be a good person. You get me? No, this is real life, man. People are entitled to feel whatever they feel about you. And I was an unfortunate bee, man. You know, I was a bad boy. I'm still a bad boy, but not like, let's just say, I won't say I'm a bad boy now. Now, I would say I am in between good and bad. Like, I am absolute neutral. Yes, that is what I am now. Get me? We spread love, spread to everybody. I want you to be good with your life. I am perfect in between. I swing perfectly. I swing well to both sides. I swear on everything attached to me. I swing well on a good side, and I can be very extreme. And I am fully aware of this. Yes. And that's what I am now. So, and we come here every week to spark your minds, to let you know that you can do great things with your life. Oh yeah, we're not just, yeah, you know, we don't need your coin. Thank you, but so Ayo from Yo said, oh, okay, Ayo. Okay, shout out to you, bro. He said, my name is Ayo. Thank you, bro. Okay. Please, word over 27. There is not much difference between 27-year-old and 25-year-old. As a matter of fact, in the world of men, age is just a number. You get me? Hierarchy among men, as your age or how old you are, it doesn't, men will respect you. That's why in real life, your leader, your superior can be somebody that is young enough to be your child. Welcome to real life. So Yomi said, you have tasted both sides. Oh, well. Sheyi said, I hope I am not late. I just came in. You're good. So back to what I was saying, my good friends. Self-love. Franklin said, you have become numb. No, Franklin. That is the funny thing, Franklin. I am not numb. One of the things I teach on this podcast is not necessarily be a good person or not necessarily become a bad person. When you are in between, you're not numb. When you dwell too much, when you have mental scars, when you dwell too much on what has happened to you, it numbs you. You understand me? I am being vulnerable with you guys, telling you guys certain things I've been through, telling you guys certain things about myself. I don't hold you guys that. If I am numb, I would not share it with you. Does that make sense? I am not numb in any way. Although, I am as kind as I've always been. I am kind to a fault. Almost nice to the level where you say, I can play with this guy. But there is a version, bad, good. I am in between that. Because I am perfect in between that. Oh, and I am fully aware of who I am. Very aware. I'm telling you, man. I'll take your very hand that you swing first. I will take it clean and throw you a bandage so you can heal, and I can take your head off. So, Folarin said, you missed my question, my good man. Send it again. What did you say? Yomi said, He is not numb. He's just awake. Wolf in a sheep clothing. No. You're missing the point. A wolf in a sheep clothing is a villain. A wolf in a sheep clothing is predator type 1. You get me? These are people that go out there. No. There are many ways to define this personality. This is an actual wolf that plays with the sheep. This is an actual wolf that protects the sheep. This is an actual predator that does not feed off of a prey. It is a personality type. It is a traumatic response. It is like a superhero syndrome. It is like when people decide to protect, something must have happened and you just say, man, no one is going to experience this again. That personality, you get me? Because I strongly believe to protect something, you must be able to destroy. You have to be able to destroy. You get me? And the world have this illusion that to protect, you just have to be kind. No. To protect, you must know how to destroy. You must know the value of what you're protecting. So, let's see. Hey, Amo, you call it Lee. I see her like my post every now and then. Where is she? I've never seen the self-love journal. How you doing, my love? How are you? What's going on? Hope you guys are well. Now back to what I was saying. Oh, Yomi said a wolf in sheep clothing a bad person. A wolf in sheep clothing is not a good person. You get me? A wolf in sheep clothing is, these are people that take advantage of people's kindness. Those are not good people. They're not good people. Guys, I tried it yesterday. It makes sense. It makes sense a little bit though. The camera is, okay. You can only record 3 minutes. Not bad. So this summer go nice. This summer will be nice. Yeah. So, what was I saying before? I was talking about men taking care of ourselves and prioritizing love on ourselves more. Because more is expected of you towards the family and society. Do not deprive yourself. Self-love, man. Nobody in this world can love you the way you love yourself. Put yourself first. Tojuare. Who is this? I think I know you. Indigo. There's this woman I used to date in this Minneapolis when I was inside life. Her name is Indigo. Very beautiful. But I'm pretty sure this is a different Indigo. So I was inside life. Mo waninu go munje jin. Yeah. Yeah. But that was a long time ago though. That was a long time. I was in school. Yeah. I don't want this to get to 2 hours. What do you guys think? Franklin said, which time you they come Jersey? Probably this summertime. They come New Jersey this summertime. I was supposed to come because I have some family that invited me for Ileya. Ileya is Idiu Fitri or Idi Kabui or Idi Salah. But I did not go. So, but definitely you be my guy. I go update you, Franklin. That confused kid. What's up, bro? Velvet said you have to stay. Yeah. Velvet said you have to stay. Yomi said, God bless you. Words like this just extra motivate me as a young man growing. Yeah, don't take it personally. It's okay. It is okay. Oh. Yeah, and one more. Maybe she's still here. If she's still here, I guess she's the one locking in the Tadile, no cooking show. If she's the one, I'm pretty sure she's not the one. I guess she's. If she still stays, then she's the one locking in darkness. That is that indigo. Cooking show. Hey, your buku. In the meantime, I was a bad person. Not necessarily a bad person. I was just living my life. I am a 20-year-old guy. I am currently undergoing my 1-year NYSC. That's the military service I told you guys about. I will deploy to Lagos. What batch are you in? Killer one thing. If you just will deploy to Lagos, so you're probably batch B. Is that batch B? Franklin said, "As your ex joined your life before?" Not my ex though. Probably. Okay. Oh, your batch A. Okay, so you did yours in March. Oh, okay. Oh, Franklin said, as my ex, not my ex though. I want chop chop. You know what chop chop is? Chop chop are side chicks. Chop chops are not friends with benefit. You're not in a relationship with them. I'm talking about from, God. Chop chop are like, you're not in a relationship with them. You guys don't have title. It's just, one of them joined my live show that started cursing me. I had to block her. That was a while ago though. A fling. Chop chop. No. There are levels to this, Velvet. Chop and clean out is one night stand. Chop chop is a roster. I'm outside of that. We don't play like that no more. You understand? I'm older now. I don't have any reason to have a roster. Come on now. Maybe when I was young, so. Amy said, I'm a 21-year-old woman, but I like to think I have the hunger of a man for success. It is all I want. So why don't you come here with your real profile? If you genuinely have the hunger of a man. Let's just say you want to make it, which is understandable. But you don't have the hunger of a man. Because you do not have burden of performance on your life. If you make it, good for you. If you don't, still good for you. Nobody's going to, you get me? Because you have your power as a woman. If a man does not do something with his life, come on now. So you do not have the hunger of men. You think you have the hunger of a man. You have no idea what the hunger of a man is like. Okay. You're just using your mind. You think I have the hunger of a man? You don't. You have no idea. So, but best of luck though. You know. So Velvet. Velvet said, okay, I think I answered that. Franklin said, come over. Not necessarily come over though. Are you up? Are you awake? I thought about you just now. Open the door. That is chop chop. Because you don't want her to come over all the time because then she would think she's the girlfriend. But remember you told her, I'm not ready for a relationship now. I'm still working on myself. But I like what we have now. Velvet said, I have the hunger of a man. You don't, my love. You think you have the hunger of a man. You have no idea. The hunger of a man, it's backed by something. And it is backed by burden of performance. Every man must provide something. Or no one is going to respect him. You, for example, Velvet, if you do not eventually make the kind of wealth and success of a man, come on now, because you are a woman, nobody cares. Men do not have that privilege. It is a plus for you, the fact that, okay, you've done great things for yourself. You're still doing great things for yourself. It is a plus. Society do not talk about all these things, but take it from me, my love. I have the burden of, you don't, I have the how did she say it? I have the hunger of a man. You don't. You think you do, but you don't. You don't. You have no idea what the hunger of a man is like. I swear to you, man. The odds are stacked up against us. Why do you think the bigger percentage of men do not eventually become successful? You think it's because men are lazy? Come on now. You think it's because we don't know what we are doing? Come on now. Come on now. Is that what you think? You have no idea. It's one thing. Being a man is not easy. And this was something that was taught to me by my mentors, my mothers. Women have it good than men. And the sooner a woman understands that, the sooner she can become very, very powerful. You get me? Because then she will use what she is naturally given to conquer everything. But the mistake of the modern woman is this. She wants to be seen. And she also wants to control. You can't have both. The power of a woman, as it was explained to me by my mother, is like that of the director of a movie. The director of the movie is in the background. She's not seen. That is the best way to control the scene. The downside of being seen and controlling is people know your strengths. They see you finish. Because the power of a woman is based off of illusion. Playing the game of illusion. That's why I said you have no idea. For a man, people have to be able to see what you have done or see what you are doing. For women, it is illusion. And the illusion starts from, she looks like she's helpless. She looks like she's not a troublesome woman. She looks like you are not a different breed, Velvet. You are a woman. You think that you are you think you are unique. I swear to you, man. I did tell you. Because this life has been around for a long time. I swear on everything attached to moi. Oh, do you? No matter what I say, you will not believe me. A woman with a touch of velvet. Okay. Come on. So, let's round this up, my good friends. I'm going to post this live show to, would you believe something that there's no such thing as a woman king? A king is a man. A queen is a woman. Would you believe this? So are you, think about this for a second. So, awa tokuyi, we are not eligible for do you even know why men engage in coups? When men gang up against their leader and say, Men do this now. When men gather in the background and say, nah, this leader has to fall, and they wipe the slate clean. Why do you think men do that? Because they do not respect that leader. You get me? Now, let's say a woman eventually becomes the leader. Women are emotional beings. There are certain times she says certain things and her emotion changes later. It's one thing to make a decision and you fail in that decision. You have to undo it with caution, because now people are sizing you different to see how you handle yourself when you fail. The bigger percentage of women are raising her voice and throwing tantrum. That stuff does not work in a man's world, though. They are, whoa, we are going to fuck you up. Of course, especially when they are emotional. That stuff is going to, whoa. Coups, they happen where. And this is one of the reasons why when a woman eventually becomes a leader, they are very, very ruthless. You get me? Because they use it as an example. They use people as example. Just, if you cross me, I'm going to kill you. You get me? They are very, very ruthless. But their reign, the bigger percentage of them, their reign does not go for too long. Men will gang up against them. Come on now. Like, this life has been around for a long time. Kenimowi, you know. Breeze said, gone are the days where I did chase woman, but right now, me first. Oga, look at it from this side of you. Like, this was how I used to do it. When you approach a woman you find attractive, you're not approaching her just because you have to get her number or just because you want to sleep with her. You are approaching her to see if her mannerism matches her beauty. You just go up to her and ask random questions. Questions like, how you doing? I saw you from over there. Just wanted to spark a conversation with you. And you watch how she responds. Then you will learn the bigger percentage of women, their communication skills are poor. Immediately she shows you that, nice to meet you, and keep it pushing. You understand me? You keep it pushing, man. At least that is how I used to do it. I want to see if she has a good communication. Because communication skills shows that you have manners, you have worked on yourself. You have worked on your character. How are you? I like your outfit. Where did you get it from? She must be able to talk. You understand me? Especially when we are in a safe, open space. You are a fool if you have to run after her. She's walking away. You're asking questions. Hey, how you doing? Nice outfit. Where did you get it from? In a safe space. The right thing is she stop. Oh, thank you. And she express herself and you watch her. If she cannot do that, let her go. That is not the one for you. The bigger percentage of men will go into assaulting. Verbal. Oh, you think you're better than me? Let her fucking go. Let her go. What you hear? And that is you respecting yourself. Franklin said, why do you think Queen Elizabeth was told to show no emotions? Because she's going to show weakness. You understand me? We know this, that, being a queen, being a king of England, it is a ceremonial title. The prime minister has more power than them. It is a ceremonial title that, okay, they are king. If she does anyhow, God, they go look at high where king go shiwo. It is a ceremonial title. Kingi son. But think about this for a second. Are you telling me that, okay, out of all these men, none of them is good enough to be a king, but you? Me, I don't support that for nothing. And if a woman will ever become, if a woman will ever become a leader or become a king, I don't think women know this about men. Men do not like to take command from women. Even young boys in school, young kids in school, they prefer to have young kids in school, young boys, either in elementary or high school or college. Even young boys prefer their teachers to be men. They will listen to the authority that is passed from men than their female teachers. You know, understand? Looking at Pele, especially when that boy start getting to like 12, 13 years old, when he can feel his own strength. Okay. Franklin, there are so many kings in Africa. But as far as I am concerned, the bigger percentage of kings in Africa are ceremonial heads. They don't have the kind of power that I'm talking about. They don't. They don't, though. So, Nitu said, how can we remove Tinubu? Nigeria should world great nation, but still stuck in 1950s. Tinubu is not the problem of Nigeria, my good friends. Okay? Tinubu is not the problem. Tinubu is not even close to the problem of Africa. The problem with Africa is there are so many powerful families that benefit from different sectors of that country. There are so many powers, so many powerful people. I'm talking about people that have history that dates back to 10th century. 10 centuries. I was reading something a couple of weeks ago. They talked about the Aworis in Lagos. They said they've been there before Christ. Me, I did not even know this until a couple of weeks ago. I did not even know. Just imagine that. But one thing I know for sure, because I experienced this, I know that as a child, when me and my dad go to the Palace of the King of Lagos, the governors, we used to see them, and all those politicians, we used to see them come and greet greet the king and greet other family that come there. And we know this as a child coming up there. The king is not even the most powerful. There are other people around that vicinity that are way more powerful than the king. But the governor is more powerful than them. It's just that people respect the culture. Does that make sense? That's why they prostrate to the king. The landowners. Yes, the landowners strong pass. Afobaje self strong now, but landowners strong pass every one of them. Landowners are people. Omonile different too. Landowners, they. People will get that land, they. There are too many power. I would say the best way, understand, is to take that power away from them. And there are ways to. There are ways to, though. There are ways to. I think in this generation of ours, though, it's going to change a little bit. It's going to change a little bit. Franklin said, people that government buy lands from. Yeah, they call it that way, but it's just a compensation, Joe. Just a compensation. Because Africa is the most wealthiest continent in the world. The most wealthiest. And Africa has the most poverty in the world. How do you know about Idejo? Elite, what's your name? You are a Lagosian. What part of Lagos are you from? Olagbegi. Olagbegi, okay. Elite, what part of Lagos are you from? Oh, okay, Oshodi. Okay. Oshodi, okay. You're from mainland, okay. That's good. I understand now. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. But it's going to change this generation, though. I was watching this documentary last week, and they said something. They said Africans don't create nothing. Africans consume. Majority of all these boys, and thinking about it though, when we start making money, the things we buy, the things we invest our money into in terms of showing off to other people that we have money, luxury things, they are from other continents. It broke my heart from last week. I was watching that documentary. It changed my my perspective. Talk about wristwatch, for example, watchmakers. We don't have any watchmaker in Africa. One, we don't have any social media platform that connects everybody together. We don't have any programming language that is our own. We don't. We don't have anything. I don't remember. I'll get it though. I'll get it and tag it to the video. Or make a video of it on Monday or something. It just came up on YouTube because I binge YouTube like. In Africa we don't have anything. Even the alcohol that we consume, it comes from another continent. Can you imagine? All that is going to change this generation. I am confident on that. Do you guys have any questions for me before I go? I got to go. I think we've been here now for... Franklin said we used to generate oil. We still generate oil, but crude oil. But we have cash clubs now. You don't understand? Nobody's talking about the crash. We have gold. Okay, nobody's talking about those things now. King Dyla said, how come you changed so much? Who be this? Have I changed so much? How did I change so much? Yes, no refinery. This guy sabi me be that. He said, you used to be an introvert. I'm still an introvert, man. I did tell you, man. King Dylan. Who be this? We no see you for a year. No refinery, they probably belong to foreign countries. Definitely. That is exactly what I'm saying. Which Dangote refinery? Dangote refinery, no be say they just start this thing. What is your take on spirituality relating to personal success and life in general? You need God to show you your direction though, bro. I know how to produce biogas. Is it worth investing in? Okay. You have to believe in yourself first. If you know how to do it, then go and. Oh, God. Go into it now. And now, Abi, if you know how to do anything, last week I was thinking about the educational system in Nigeria. Would you believe something that it should be compulsory for a Yoruba man to speak either Hausa or Igbo language? It should be compulsory for an Igbo man to learn either Yoruba language or Igbo language. That is with the English language. It should be compulsory for an African to learn the language of our neighbors, to build that strong relationship with ourselves. It should be compulsory, but I swear to you, man. But boy, there. I tell you, while some people will say, okay, we don't. what is this? I think our educational system was targeted, and it's one of the major reasons. It is disruption, man. Let's see. Ikigao. Okay, I found you. Um, Ikigao King Dylan. What is your name, my good friend? Because your profile is. I don't think I don't see your face. And now King Dylan, of course. I'm trying to see who he is. So, spirituality is not about success, more about maintaining values while going through the journey. For one, you need to know what your journey is now. Abi? You need to know what your journey is. This is the harsh reality. The bigger percentage of people believe their life will be better when they have money. Nobody said the problem of Africa is our educational system. It is one of. Africa has a lot of problems, but not like the educational system should be. You understand? It is one of. I never for once said, okay, that's the major problem now. It is one of our problems. That problem is what leads to that idea, because our languages, we are slowly going away. Of course, our core language, it is deteriorating. The new generations can barely speak the native language to core, on core level. Me, I speak Yoruba fluently. Fluently. It's our leader, they are paid. No, it's not the leader though. It's not the leader. It's not our leaders. Let me, in this book, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu said, the most superior art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting the enemy. How do you subdue people, my good friends? You attack them psychologically. You make them believe that they are less and they are inferior. You do it on a strong level to one generation and half level to another generation. And as time goes on, they are going to teach themselves that they are inferior. It's not our leaders, man. It's not our leaders. In Nigeria, for example, it's almost like Nigeria does not have gold. We have gold in Nigeria. We have cash crops. The only thing we just talk about is the oil and gas. That is not the only resources we have. We have a lot of resources in Africa, a lot of resources in Nigeria, a lot of resources. And this is one of the reasons. And we have people. We get people. We get manpower, man. We get manpower. Would you believe this? This is one of the reasons that, I say this to my black friends, my American friends. When they say that slavery actually messed up their, I say, guys, you guys came to America. Oga, they took away our identity in Africa. You don't understand? They took away our identity in Africa. It's almost like in Africa, it's not even a flex to be proud of where you come from. Maybe you don't understand. Although it can be changed. I read something one time that around 1975 to like 1979, China used to be like that. And what the government did was ban foreign movies, foreign music, foreign importation of cars, luxury amenities into China. and they encouraged, and the Chinese government invested into the Chinese entrepreneurs to change their economy. Joel said, agriculture has always been a gold mine. Cassava processing, maize processing, and these things cost money, upfront money. People don't have the skills to do these things. Understand? There is no chain to connect these things. We understand these things are gold mine, but there is no chain of technology to connect those things together. Let's say you just start a farm and you start doing these things. Where are you going to sell these things if you don't have the connection? Exactly. Dubai in 35 years became something else. Dubai from 1990 to 2025, bro. Come on now. So Nigeria can change. South Africa, for example. South Africa gained their independence in 1993. You need to see the way they look like. Come on, that place is developed. So change can happen. Understand? It can happen. And I strongly believe something. Wherever there is poverty, there is a lot of money there. And there are a group of people that are benefiting from making sure that the people that are experiencing poverty, they continue to stay that way. Okay. Joel said there is a shortage of turkey farming in Nigeria. But you need upfront capital. Upfront capital is what people don't have. People don't have it. Franklin said Dubai and Qatar were all like that. The kings rebuilt it. Yes. I think the government has to invest into the people. It's infrastructure. I blame government on this one. Infrastructure. Bro. I blame the system, not just the government. The government are at the top. I have a couple of friends from 10 years ago to right now that went back to Africa to start a business. They said the bigger percentage of Africans do not have integrity and they lack accountability. They feel justified for trying to play you. Does that make sense? Friends from different countries in Africa, South Africa, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Senegal, Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Ghana. My guys that went back home, they said the same thing. They said everybody believes that it is an opportunity to enrich themselves. Zero integrity. That's not good. So, I want to see the business for agricultural machinery of 1 million naira worth from China, and you can do the work on 10 acres. How about you try it? Let's do it this way. How about you try it? You get me? And teach people how to do these things. Think about that for a second. Life of A. Would you ever move back home? I don't know. I have a lot of families that go back every now and then. My parents go back every now and then. My brothers, my sister go back every now and then. But it depends. I don't know. Politicians never built any country. It was entrepreneurs, investors, and capitalists. Exactly. But they need motivation. People need motivation. Like, take for example, Joel, that knows all these things about agriculture, he can be the example and the leader in that space. You can try it and launch these things and teach other people. And then, obviously, this is a community. Oh, yeah. We have the money. But me, I don't know anything about agriculture. Abi? And we know people. My Caucasian friend, one of my white friends, was telling me a couple of months ago that Africa is the next place he's thinking of investing money into. Oh, yeah. So, Nigerian Naira and USD were on par in the... Of course. Confused kid. We know this. True. But the government fails to make the regular citizens believe in the global system. No. The answer, Ayo, the answer to what you said just now is in what Skopik said. That attitude of dishonesty falls back to the way the people were trained and educated. Everybody thinks the same way. The people that came into government, they were exactly like you and I. Everybody have that mindset of, Oga, you better take your own cut. You understand? That country is destroyed already. Everybody believed that the continent, the country itself, the states where you are in, the local government you are in, it has been destroyed already. I learned a lot the hard way, and I have learned to do the work myself. I know Nigeria is hard. Darkman said, divide the national cake. Exactly. And let's say you come in power. This is the scary part. Let's say you come in power and you decide to do great things and say, okay, well, I want to help everybody. Oh God, they will kill you. Because obviously you're stopping the chopping for the rest of them. There are also people that won't let you progress in power. These are the ones I'm talking about. But that shift of power, it can change. Let me give you an example. Around the 60s and the 70s in the United States, the people in power were industrialists. Around 1984 to around 1993, tech, website companies came into power. People started connecting the dots of duplicating industry, machine industry into software industries. All you just have to do is think about Africa lacks a lot of things, but you're going to put in a lot of work though, because I remember I read about from 1984. I remember, obviously I was not born in 1984. I read from about tech in 1984 to like 1997 that it was a struggle to get investors to believe in your idea of building a company. And a lot of people did not even believe it was going to happen. But then everybody started joining the train. Just the same way artificial intelligence is going on. Everybody started joining. By year 2001, the bigger percentage of those companies that were created, they collapsed. They collapsed because they were not making money. So they will send a close friend to spy and take you out. Of course. That is Africa, man. But it's going to change. I am confident it's going to change. It is going to change, though. One of the most scary part about Africa is this. In the next 10 years, there are like 70 million Africans. 70 million Africans that are coming into the labor market. They have never worked before in their life. They are not 18 years old. In the next 10 years, 70 million is a lot. With the way the system is designed right now in all those 54 countries, there is no employment for those guys. None. Darkman said, change is a far-fetched idea. Exactly my point. But the next multi-billionaires in Africa, they are not going to see things from that perspective, that it is far-fetched, that it is impossible. Because change is inevitable. Change always happen. I tell you, man. Change always happen. Okay. Darkman, if you say change is far-fetched, so you're telling me that, okay, Africa is going to continue to be like that. Is that what you're saying? No. Joel says something. Most of what you're saying, I understand very well. Who will have thoughts that people will mobilize and protect for Ibrahim Traoré like they did now? If Ibrahim is not careful, they are going to kill him. He's not the first person that will do what he's doing, what he's doing right now. The difference is now we have social media where people can, you understand me, learn about, okay, oh my God, this guy is trying to help. They are going to kill him if he's not careful. Because in this harsh reality we live in, Somebody has to bully somebody to get the upper hand. Life is not fair. It is not designed to be fair. Darkman said it might not be this lifetime, and it might be. There's a very big chance that it's going to be this lifetime. Why do you think it cannot be this lifetime? You understand me? Change stems for one person. Ibrahim Traore is our age bracket. He's 35 years old. That guy is making impact. You get me? If he's not careful, they are going to kill him. Now, let's say there are other people like him that just rose and say, okay. Because it takes courage to apply change. It takes a lot of courage to apply change and say, no, we are going to stand up for our people what is right. Only said, my generation is weak. Nobody wants to go to the extra mile. Nobody wants to go to the extra mile walk. Let me tell you something. Weakness has nothing to do with it. Human beings are just afraid of losing their lives because it's almost pointless. It's not just because they are, they are weak. No. But at the same time, the same people that you said they are weak, take it from me, man. If 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 start doing something, people will join that train. That is how human beings have always been. People will join that train and say, okay. That is how the train has always been. Abi, you don't understand. I think we are too dependent on the Westerners for this change to come as soon as we would like. No. It's not like we are dependent. The Western system is what is working right now. It is working. You understand me? It is working right now. If one African, let's say multiple business Africans rise up and start doing something, and it is obvious, people in that continent or Africans outside of that continent will join that train. But I am very, very confident that it's going to happen in this generation because we have everything to do it. I am confident. There's this fear of unknown, and people don't like when they don't know what is coming. Because, God, make I no go put my head for Wala. Franklin said people need leader. Joel said, can you imagine? Yet some of we Nigerians, we are in the same age bracket, are busy arguing. Of course, because we are human beings. You understand me? As we are talking about Ibrahim right now, 35-year-old young dude, look at what he's doing. 35 years old. If, let's say, as he's doing it right now, he's sparking the minds of people. Take it from me, man. He is. You understand? He might eventually lose his life, but he's sparking the minds of people. Because we have social media to read about ourselves. We know that, okay, you said he's 37. Yeah, I thought they said he's 35. Give me a few seconds. Let me read about him. I thought they said he's 1988 now. Young, okay, 37. Young dude. But he's sparking the minds of, he's 1988. Young dude. Small boy. He's sparking the minds of other, and we are all watching him, man. Very inspired. We are watching him, man. We are watching him like, how can we help? Take it from me. If 5 more people join that train, because Africans are frustrated, Africans are tired. That's the beauty of this podcast, because we are in different countries. I don't think we have any opportunity to talk to ourselves like this. We are in different continents where we can just talk. You understand? How long do we have to wait for these governments to come and help us? It is obvious all these old men are not going to help us now. They cannot think like us now. They are not on our level. They are not our age bracket. They are not going to help us now. Skopik said, we are more afraid. No, Skopik said, knowledge is spreading faster than before. Social media is helping. Social media is helping a lot. Ayo said, we are more afraid of being criticized than death. It's not like we are afraid of criticism. We are human beings. Human beings are just afraid of the unknown. You don't understand? How many people have you read about that, okay, they said something and the government just came to come and pick them up? It happens. It happen. But it's one, like let's say a man, 60-year-old man, start fighting the government. We cannot relate to that, to that man. We just know he's fighting for us. But when we have people of our age bracket, like 30 years old, 28 years old, 27 years old, 35 years old, 40 years old, 45 years old, doing certain things, we can relate with her more. You don't understand? Like, take for example, if they kill Ibrahim Traoré right now, there will definitely be a revolution. I'm telling you. Definitely there will be an uproar. I'm telling you, man. Run for Nigeria, Bao. If you want to change that country, let me tell you something. Joining politics, you're not going to do anything. You're not going to do anything. They will never even let you. You're not going to get in. If you want to make change, this is another level of power. Let me give you an example. There's this man. He's the founder of BlackRock. When he first started BlackRock, it was called Blackstone. His dream is like that of a villain. He said he wants a world of his own. Imagine that type of dream. He wants a world of his own. But his communication skills is not the best. You know how we talk on this podcast. His communication skills is not the best. And he does not like spotlights. You get me? I think he said he went to school to study something else before. No, he wanted to. I think he said he studied political science or something. And then he decided to go into finance. Right now, BlackRock is the number one company in the world. They own practically everything. You don't necessarily have to own the world directly. Like, obviously. Those guys are worth like $11 trillion. 11 trillion. I did tell you, man. To make change in Africa, say you want to join politics, you're not going to do anything. We have to do a complete different approach. Complete different. Coming into politics, all these corrupt leaders. No. You have to come in with a complete different approach. And this is one thing I have learned. As long as people know that they will benefit out of whatever change you're bringing in, they are going to join that trend. Exactly, Franklin. A new lane, complete new lane. A new lane, a new industry. Like, take for example, software industry. It is a military thing. You know, it was the military that created apps, that created maps, that created satellite navigation. An individual came up. Okay, we can start converting this manufacturing industry into software now, and I know his name is Larry. His name is Larry. Yeah, let me check. I think his name is Larry Fink. Yes, Larry Fink. That's his name. Legend in his own right. His name is Larry. That is his dream. Imagine that kind of dream. Okay, I want to own a world. The regular person will believe he has to become a politician and become a president. No. A complete different approach. More. Right now, any country that wants to do great things in that year, in that 12 months, they have to consult with them. They have to consult with them because those guys own everything. Why you no go fear Larry? Larry is literally the king of the world right now. It might not be on a surface, obvious level, but on beer. And those guys are so brutal. Those guys will kill anybody. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Thinking outside of the box. And definitely you're going to be rewarded for creating, because if you think outside of the box like this, for the continent of Africa like this, you're going to create more job opportunity. You're going to make more money. Obviously, you will stay in the shadow to do all these things. Franklin said, look at Elon, for example. He made his own lane for SpaceX. That was his idea before PayPal. Exactly. I read something a couple of months ago. If I ask you guys right now, the highest shareholder of Amazon, you guys will believe that Amazon is owned by Jeff Bezos. He's the founder, but he's not the owner. The highest shareholder, I swear to you, man, is BlackRock. The highest shareholder of Amazon is BlackRock. BlackRock that is owned by Larry Fink. Of course, Elon Musk did not create PayPal now. PayPal was created by those guys that are 10 guys. He joined because he had, he was thinking of creating a finance platform, and he joined around the year 2000. PayPal was created in 1999. He joined them around 2001 or something. He did not. He was not even the creator of Tesla. Tesla was created by these two mechanical engineers. He joined them and he became the face. Because he has success with. He has success with the exit of PayPal. Like, okay, it's something that sold the product of Tesla. That Tesla. The only company that I would say that Elon created and say, okay, I would say SpaceX. The rest of them, he came in as an investor. So, Jeff Bezos owned only about 5%. Oh God, he founded it, but he's not the owner of it. Larry Lonikiniye. So, if you're listening, if you're here still listening to me right now, nobody's coming to save us, man. Take it from me. We have to start thinking outside of the box to create. Franklin said it was his plan. Plan to what? To own PayPal? He dreamed about, no, let me tell you something. He saw the opportunity to join them because he went to a conference and he met those guys, those PayPal guys. Some of them were also from South Africa. They were white boys. You understand? And he's a computer scientist, just like those guys. Autant. They were having problems with their system and it was chipping it like just usual communication. No. Percentage day. No, he's not even the highest shareholder self. Nibo. He's not though. Of course, Franklin, he saw, yeah. Most of these men worked in the shadows for about 10 years before coming to the spotlight. The bigger percentage of these men do not come into the spotlight. They don't. They don't come into the spotlight at all. Because you're trying to change the world. When you come into the spotlight, there are people that wants to. Joel said, nobody is coming to save black Nigerians. We have to own the process of development. Like, and it just, to change a civilization, to change the landscape of a whole system, we need just one person. Just one person, baby. I swear to you, that can create. Abi, you don't understand me? Just one person. But people always act like they need the approval of people. You want them to approve you. Call it weird. No. Nobody's going to approve you because, people are afraid of the unknown. That's the advice I gave to Joel. Since you know agriculture, dive into it. As time goes on, people will join the train. Start small. That is your lane. J&J family, for example, controls the business, but we only know the CEO. Exactly. There's this company in Minnesota. I was reading about them. It is a family-owned business, private-owned. Those guys are worth $100 billion. $100 billion. Now check this out. Nobody has ever seen the face of the family. Everybody knows the last name of the family, but nobody has ever seen their actual face. Nino, Minnesota, they do food science. Come on now. if you want to make that change, you have to think outside of the box. You have to change that. You know, that victim mindset, you must change it completely. Because it's not going to be easy. All that Yoruba this, Hausa this, Igbo this, we are different. Forget all that. Because you want to make change. Alone. You want to make change. Change lay. You want to make change. A lot of people are going to criticize you. Hey, Said. How far, Baba? How you day? Happy Saturday. You have to think outside of the box. Now, because I do, I watch YouTube. I binge YouTube to see how people are thinking. Baba, Africa is the future. This is the best time to position ourselves individually. Every one of you listening to me right now, I'm pretty sure you have skill now. You have your strength. I am confident Africa is lacking in certain ways. Ayo said, can you share some good videos? Papa, I just binge all these things, so I binge them. I basically my light down, my phone, my shave, my wording, and I go to listen to them. You know how people listen to podcasts? I don't listen to podcasts, man. I binge YouTube, man. I binge. Think outside of the box. If you're not careful. Velvet said, people are not taping. They are forming big boys. Avi said, fintech companies in Nigeria are worth billions. Money Point is worth $1 billion. But check this out. This is where people miss their priority, though. The highest shareholders of those fintech companies are not Nigerians. Would you believe this? They are from other continents. That is the sad part about that continent. The highest shareholder of all those fintech companies in Nigeria, they are not Africans. Are you going to tell me that Africans don't have brain? Africans have a lot of wisdom until it's time to invest in ourselves. Yeah, but Africans, I guess it's the education. I just don't know, man. So anything you want to do, believe me, my good friends, just know that the bigger percentage of the help you will need is not going to come from Africans. Lie. They're going to criticize you. Only said real estate, construction, civil engineering, and architecture. Opera Mini owns OP. Opera Mini owns OP. I did not know that. Or Money Point or so. Can you imagine? Opera Mini only OP. Are you kidding me? Me, I don't know. Are you kidding me? No, I don't call on you now. Why you they do like that? Oh, they are significant investor. Opera Mini is a significant investor in OP, a leading African fintech startup. It does not own. Yeah. Opera is a Chinese-owned company. I love all these things, man. All these Chinese boys. Come on, all those small boys. You just have to respect them. When I was doing my master's degree in computer science, there was this young 22, 23-year-old dude. He was also doing his master's. It was the Chinese government, that was what he said, that sent him to America to come and do master's degree. That guy, that guy is very, very good. When I struggle to do something, that guy is sound. The guy is sound. Now my guy like this. When I struggle like this. Because I struggled all through that. I struggled to do that master. I struggle, man. The guy is sound. Now my guy. I'd always look the guy program like this. Now my guy. Immediately we finished school like this. Last paper, the next day the guy went back. Straight up. The guy went back to China. The guy did not even come for graduation. They said they would send the certificate to the guy. The guy don't go back to China. The guy go no. He does not have social media, no LinkedIn, no nothing. If the Chinese government sent you into Clinical to come and study, like obviously that guy is now priority number one. Then, around 22, 23 years old, there is no African country that will send you to school. Those guys are useless. Okay, let me read all these things though. I'm coming. Anthony, Oprah own la katonsin. Oprah does not own OPay. Oprah is a significant investor in OPay, a leading African fintech startup. It does not own OPay. Oprah is a Chinese-owned company that initially invested in OPay and continues to hold a stake. And the stake they own, Oprah's stakes in OPay was valued at $258.3 million. It represents a 9.4% ownership. This applies that an overall valuation of OPay is roughly $2.7 billion, according to Tech in Africa. So, you know me now. You know, if I don't know something, I'll tell you I don't know. And we'll Google it, we'll learn it together. So me, I don't know. Me, you know, I've read about OPay and I know Oprah well. Opera Mini, I used to use Opera Mini when I was in secondary school. TT. So, Franklin said, Netflix has 2 CEOs. We only know one on face level. Of course, most people don't show their face. As a matter of fact, this is one thing I even learned. If you want to do, Velvet said, what is Opera Mini? Opera Mini is a web browser. Yes, Opera Mini was like it was the best browser before Safari. Safari is owned by Apple. Before Google Chrome. Before Google Chrome came, Opera Mini was what we used to use then. I'm talking about long time in high school. I'm talking about 2002, 2001, 2003. Opera Mini. Opera Mini was the shit. So, I think it's more of a trust issue. What is that? Oh, God. Okay. It's the education. It's very limiting. Africa has a lot of limitations. I don't think it's just the education though. Limitation. I think it's just our belief system across. It's almost primitive. It's very, very frustrating though. Hey Kush, what's going on? I think it's more of trust issues. Ayo said, laughing my ass off. I love this guy. Looked it up instantly. Of course, now this is how you learn now. Me, I don't know everything. If I don't know something, you Google it straight up. Opera. Because I know I used Opera when I was in secondary school. OPay, I read about them because I know they are doing well. Some of my friends invested into the company in Nigeria. I just saw for me, they saw great return on investment. I understand, but I know those are 2 different companies. But I have some friends that still mention to me that those Chinese boys, those guys are very, very aggressive and very, very direct. Those guys are investing into everything. The Yoruba people will say, Ọmọ ẹlẹ́ran ò gbọ́dọ̀ máa jẹgun. Ọmọ alápatà kò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹgun. Which simply means that if your father owns an abattoir or a slaughterhouse, definitely you're going to eat the best of the best meat. There's a lot of money and resources in Africa. The bigger percentage of Africans are struggling financially. It's very, very hard for most Africans to survive. I've been thinking about these things daily. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of money to be made in that continent. A lot of money. Wow, Chinese. What? Franklin, you study Chinese? Are you serious, man? I wanted to take the class one time. Oh, God. Ayo said, we be praying for someone to save us. Victim mindset, life is hard. Listen, my good friends, that's because we are human beings. That's because we are human beings. We expect somebody else to do the work for us. It has always been the weakness of every human being. Velvet said, no, he meant he observes Chinese people. I have observed Chinese people a lot though, because I do business with them every now and then in this country. They are very, very aggressive, but they have integrity. Their integrity is what I like, because they want to do business with you for a long time. You get me? And I love that. I love making money with them. There's a lot of money to be made in Africa, my good friends. A lot of money to be made in Africa. But when you think about it, it's almost like, how are we going to? Yeah. Because the previous generations, they seem to have blocked everything. I swear to you, man. Franklin said the way they train the Chinese at home is what made them disciplined. Franklin, the same way the Chinese people train their children is the same way Africans train their children. That is not the ingredient of success. Something else powered those guys. Africans are trained with discipline, integrity, loyalty, almost to the level where you are docile. I mean, you don't understand? Almost primitive. Thinking outside of the box. There's this company in Africa called Techno. It is a phone company. Techno. Those guys, they finished university the same year that I finished my university, 2009. And they came from China. They came into Nigeria to launch that product. What I read then in Lagos was Techno was their final year project to create a mobile phone that is very, very cheap and affordable. In China, nobody's going to buy that phone. But they came to Africa. Let's check the net worth of Techno today. Magbokini yo. I used to admire them. Techno phone net worth. Techno Mobile, a brand under Transsion Holdings, is a large smartphone manufacturer, but they are using a specific net worth. This is one thing I find very fascinating about these guys. Because I study how people conquer. I study how people do things. What I've learned is the people that survive, they hide behind a trust. They hide behind a business identity. It's almost impossible to know the key players of people that take over. I like that. Mombo, let me read these things. The parent company is a major player in the smartphone market, particularly in Africa and other emerging markets. In 2020, Techno Mobile reportedly had a revenue, that is money they made, $1 billion. $1 billion in 2020. Kilo ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí. Kilo ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan, man. Oh. Are you kidding me? Now Igbo boy get this thing. So that means he went to go and bring those Chinese boys. They kill one powerful man. Would you believe this? Oh God. Are you kidding me? His name is Inamdi Eze-Igbo. The creator was some Chinese boys. This guy has a bachelor's degree in computer and electronics engineering from Yaba Tech, Yaba College of Technology, and Lagos State University, respectively. Oh boy. So this guy is a big, big deal. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You will not read about these guys. Damn. low budget. The guy will get money pieces. That is exactly what I'm talking about. I have never, oh boy, that's why I love talking to you guys. I've never read about this guy before. Definitely, I'm going to do his research. I'm going to do more research. His name is Nnamdi Ezeuigbo. He's definitely a billionaire. Definitely a billionaire. Abi, you don't understand me? When you start thinking like this, $1 billion in 1 year. $1 billion. And for Nigeria, we be see they know they pay tax. Come on now. Must see that kind of money. Elliot said a company that own all the brands. Yeah, that's the holding company though. Training at home coupled with curriculum in school gives a different result compared to Africa. I think the surroundings actually impact our innovation levels though. Surroundings. When you're not motivated by what you see in society. Take for example, we meet every day. I learn from you guys. You guys learn from me. We've been discussing now for like 2 hours plus. And we're learning about people that are doing it. It will techno, you see, look at this techno. This guy, 1 billion in a year. Debbie said, yeah, a private trust. Yes, a private trust that is owned by another trust. That is what I've learned. That it's one of the ways to change and to change the landscape of things. You can't always come on face value and show people that Wallonie, they are going to kill you. People don't like change. I'm impressed by this guy, Nnamdi. Can you just imagine? Oh, guys, do you know Slot? You know Slot in Computer Village now? Is the owner of Slot. Is the owner of Slot. Oh boy. Oh man. You guys know Slot now? You know Slot in Lagos? SLOT. Is the owner of Slot. I've never read about him before. Can you just imagine, man? Magbuwa on Kombai. So he started Slot in 1998. His cell phone. Just enter China. Boys in your wallet. When you read things like this, it is very, very encouraging. Sherry. Oh, this guy no be low-key king Shifo. This is a king. This is a king. This guy has money, man. Oh, he's 58 years old. I can't see his age though. He even has a school. He has a school where he teach people about entrepreneurship skills. Nani, Igbo boy ni. Just have to respect. He has a bachelor's degree in computer. He's like us. He has a bachelor's degree in computer science, electronic engineering. Huh. Oh boy. Oh man. But boy alone is slot. Now that guy gets slot. I know when I was in school there in 200 level, 2007, I used to go to Computer Village to go and buy Samsung phone at slot. Darkman said, in money no loud. Some people at Alaba market old money passing Nnamdi. Darkman, there's a lot of people in Nigeria that has more money than Nnamdi. What I'm saying is impact. Impact. That is what I'm saying. Impact. He has a phone company. Abi, you don't understand? Me, I sabi the phone. I never bought Techno before, but I sabi the phone well. But to make $1 billion in a year, not naira, $1 billion, bro, that is a lot of money. One in Africa. Come on now. Come on now. That is a lot of money. And that was in 2020. Oh boy. Abishe Techno Tony. I think it's the same Techno now. The way they spell this Techno Mobile is T-E-C-N-O. But the spelling of Techno that I remember is T-E-C-H-N-O. Me understand. Jackie, let me find their phone. Let me see boyo one. Only now him be this now. Na Naija boy get his phone. You just imagine. Kila wele in so now. Okay, now transition. Now that guy get him. Now that guy get time, man. Now that guy get time, man. I swear to you, man. Bobo elu nikini, man. Now Naija boy, that guy. I dey tell you, man. That guy go get money pieces. Now billionaire be that. No be naira in dollars. Oh man. Oh man. Oh yeah, poor man. Oh yeah, poor man. That's a lot of money, man. Debbie said techno. Yeah. I thought the spelling of techno is T-E-C-H-N-O. But that guy get money, man. Scopic said he's also the founder of Infinix mobile phone. That guy go get money stupid. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Because if not because we had the conversation, they been saying, I would never have known. Franklin said, read the story of Alibaba. Franklin. I've read about Jack. I am a big fan of Jack. Jack was an English teacher. Oh, God. In year 2021, during pandemic, they made $30 billion in 1 month. Oh, God. Oh, man. Allah, okay. Oh, yeah. Wow. Do you know what you can do with 1 billion? Not talk of 30 billion. Huh? Daniel said he actually brought those Brown to Nigeria, not like he's the founder of Otu Dimelo. Otu Dimelo, Daniel. Everybody said he founded it. He brought it. He did not bring it. He brought it. He did not. This is how I see things. Atolato say it bad. That guy is going to own at least 10% of that company. 10% of 1 billion. Atolato say it bad. 100 million more. 100 million what took money? Come on now. It's a lot of money. 100 million more. Do you know what you can do with $100 million? That guy is a whoa. I wish I can see, but because he's Nigerian, nobody's showing how heavy this guy is. This guy has 70 retail stores nationwide. This guy will be making. I'm going to do in depth. I'm going to ask people about his name. I want to know who this guy is. But boy, my low budget. This guy will be. God. I think it's just an excuse. I think it's just an excuse to say the previous generation are not helping us. Debbie said, let's plug to ChatGPT first. Do you want me to ask about him in ChatGPT? I can do that. ChatGPT, tell me about Eze. Nnamdi Ezeuigbo. Give me a few seconds. Let's do that. About giant new chat. Tell me about Nnamdi. Oh, Ezeuigbo. Oh boy. Oh man. This guy is from Abia State. Oh. Bro, this guy has a man. He's exactly like us. Our boys Ida. Well, oh my God. Our boys This guy is exactly like us. Exactly. Oh boy. He has a bachelor's degree in electrical electronics engineering, another bachelor's degree and master's degree in computer science and information technology. Oh boy. Oh, he's the co-founder of Techno. So he went to bring those boys in. But boy, I don't know. Where's that guy that said something the other time? So he was correct. So Bobo was correct. Where was Daniel? So Daniel was correct when Daniel said he brought those businesses. He's the co-founder. I'm coming on. His story. Boy, this guy will get money pieces, man. I swear, man. I swear to you, man. This guy will be very, very powerful, man. You don't go to see him anywhere. Where you want to see this one? Where? Oh, so the story was correct, though. The original founders of Techno, they were those graduation students. Mosampe story, like those guys finished bachelor's degree in 2009. So he partnered with them and strategically designed the dual SIM capability. He partnered with those guys and brought the phone to Africa. He became the co-owner. Techno later gave rise to other brands like Infinix. These guys could get money pieces, man. Pieces. Oh boy. Oh. What's his name? Is the co-owner. Debbie is the co-owner. But obviously, since he's doing business with the Chinese, I don't think they will tell us the percentage. Let's see if ChatGPT knows the percentage. GBT malo wawa for me. How much percentage? How much percentage of Techno does he own? I thought I was going to leave you guys there, but now I'm coming. Oh. Kenny Mogboy. GBT Oshedada. GBT said Nnamdi Ezeuigbo owns 0% of Techno Mobile. He is a founding collaborator and market partner, not an equity stakeholder. Otu Dimelo. He does not personally own a stake in Techno Mobile. What does that mean? I'm lost. Koyemi. I don't understand. Ah, I'm thinking. Otu di mélòó? I don't understand. GPT now, I be Yoruba boy now. How you expect me to pronounce GPT? I think it's the marketer now. But wait, if you found something, you have to hone it now. Let's find okay. Let's check. What is his net worth? Because you want to come by things like this motivates me. Oh, they said his net worth is $350 million. Not bad though. 350 million for Nigeria. Bro, this guy is rich. He's rich. He's very rich. Let me check the second person that this person. Oh boy. Ruby Rose said, I have a question. What's the question, my love? Debbie. Now this is the funny thing though. I guess because oh God. You know, when I do business with Chinese people, they don't really express that much. They will just sign a couple of paper. This is where you are. This is where you are. So I guess it's just the marketer. Then why do they call? Maybe it's I don't know. Oh, then why Lagos Business School be by Songpe? Oh, the brain behind techno. I don't know, man. I don't understand. Kí ló wá ń parọ́ fún men? Ó jẹ́ ti fẹ́ máa jẹ́ kẹ́jẹ́ mi máa gbóná. Are they saying he sold his right? They did not even say anything about selling it. They said he has a 0% because Techno itself is owned by Transmission, a parent company. That's what they said. But definitely his net worth is $350 million. $350 million is oh yeah, I think it's like the marketer. So the original story in time here was correct. So let's see. Damn, does ChatGPT knows his net worth? You know, GPT said his net worth is 350. So Debbie said, no, not true. Debbie, tell me more, because I like to know this thing. If it's Chinese, then it's censored. Definitely censored. That's what I said. You can found a company and own 0 shares. It's possible. Maybe the stakes he owns in those companies is owned by a private trust. Undisclosed trust. Yes, it's possible to avoid tax. That one self possible. Abi, Debbie, it's possible. Maybe you only come up with the idea, I guess. Can you offer me more, man? Who is this? She's Nigerian Yoruba. I don't understand. The trust we were discussing. And now the trust. A trust day now. Irrevocable trust day now. We be private trust. Yeah, confidential. We be say your name is not even attached to it. You're not even the principal. Yes, now. Yeah, but you're not. Yes, that one day. I'm coming. Somebody said something the other time about another person in Anambra. Let me read about this person. Where's that person that said there's another billionaire like this in Anambra? Dr. Ima Bishop. Who is Dr. Ima Bishop? They can be lost GPT. Chat GPT. GPT. Who is Dr. Ima Bishop? Chief Dr. Ima Bishop Okonkwo, Nigerian businessman and industrialist. What does he do? He was born 1956, Anambra. Okay. There's another one. No, this is the one I want. Ima Bishop. So there are plenty. Okay. So I think this is the first one we want. I want this one. Give me a few seconds. Because me, I like to I like to learn all these things. Well, it's born 1956. What does he do? Ekulo Group produce household staples like Eva soap. Oh, it's the one that makes those soap. How much does he? Okay. You know what I know about this guy? These guys are very, very private. He has 5 kids. Who is this guy? Available estimate of his net worth is around 150 million to around $1 billion. I'm coming. Let me see his face. They go, they look like they don't know anything. These are the king makers. 1958. Oh God. Of course, they censor all these things. I think it's because people are designed to destroy. So Debbie said, yeah, which as a Nigerian man, I can see why he did that. Of course. I think it makes a lot of sense though to have what is that English word? To have non-revocable trust. It makes a lot of sense. We say nobody even knows say now you get them. We also have Cosmos Maduka. Who is Cosmos Maduka? Cosmos Maduka, is he not that scammer that was arrested? Okay. This one. I remember his face on social media. I see him on social media. Let's see. I see him on social media though. What does he do? Wow. What? He has a net worth of $500 million? Oh boy, what does he do for a living? Bro. What? We just know see all these guys get money. They know they talk waiting that they do for a living, man. You don't understand. Oh man. Frankly said, Otedola wife. Yeah, I read about that though. I like her though. I've always liked her. She's very beautiful since I was young. I'm a big fan of Femi. You know, I used to admire his father, who was governor of Lagos State long time ago. His father was a lawyer. I like Femi. He's very, very cool, reserved. Besker said, do you ask Americans what they do for a living? Of course I do. Let me tell you something. It's only in Nigeria you hear people say they are multimillionaire and they have this net worth. But you can't pinpoint what they do for a living genuinely. Come on now. In Yankee. First thing, they want to see your tax. I file tax every year now. Innocent Shukuma. I just see everybody has money, but the poverty still rings bell in our continent, man. All I know is if you have money in Nigeria, your money go like allowed you. Not all of them. Majority of them is the new generation, these new kids that will pull you out. See, when I was young, there's this billionaire called Razak Okoya. Razak Okoya has always been a billionaire. My mother told me a story of how wealthy he truly is. My mother said his biological mother, exceptional entrepreneur, that she's extremely rich from the 70s. Right now, nobody knows too much about Razak Okoya. His wife that everybody knows about is Sade Okoya. Sade met that woman, met that man when she was around 24, 25. She was a young sissy. She has a couple of kids for Razak Okoya. Nobody knows anything about him. Until 2 years ago, his son, who is all this Gen Z, his son, everybody knows that Sade Okoya is a simple lady. His son took a video camera like this, went into the closet of his mom. In my existence, I know a lot of women that have a lot of jewelry. My sister, my mom, I have a lot of shoes, a lot of clothes. I have never seen a woman that has such closet. Oyato, na boss girl. Sade na big girl. Sade Okoya na big girl. Sade Okoya na big girl. File fun. No, Daniel, Darkman. I never said they are not making money. I'm talking about people do not talk about them like they used to. You understand? People started talking about them like, yeah, these guys still have money. Everybody knows. Even Tinubu said that when he was younger, if he needs money, once he sees Razak Okoya like this, he knows that his problem has Razak Bedani. He's an industrialist. What is that? Eleganza. Come on now. Oh God. A Nigerian said he's poor. Not like Avi. Nobody. There's nobody in this world that can say Razak Okoya is poor. He's an old man now. Razak Okoya is like 80-something years old now. And what do you expect? Let's even check how old he is. I like him. I've always liked him. He's 1940. He's 85 years old. I like him. I like him a lot. As a child, I used to read about him and another billionaire called Dende Fernandez. Another billionaire called Awi Akonde. I used to read about these guys as a child, like, wow. These guys are big boys, man. These guys are big boys. Like people said, it started from selling bio on the road. That was the lie after. Avi, he did not start selling bio. It started with selling clothes. It was my mother said it was the very, very first set of person to start selling fabrics, all those native attires. Let's say the one that comes from, let's say they sell that one for 25. It was the first person that started selling it for like 11,000, 12,000, selling it for cheap. My mother said it was the first person to start selling something they call English gold. English gold is a fake jewelry. You understand? People want to, because the only time you can afford to buy jewelry is either it's gold or silver. My mother said it was the first person that started importing English gold. This one is not going to peel. You understand me? You can use this for like 6 months and throw it away and buy another one. That is this true story. So, with the look of things, to hit 1 billion is not so difficult. It is difficult to 8 billion loan down. Share Koko 80 million now. How about you first step into million before you talk about billion? It's very hard. Ole baje. All billionaires in Nigeria know each other. They are all childhood friends. They are not all childhood friends though, but they know each other. They know each other. They know each other. You will now, because you went. It's either you went to school together. You know somebody that went to school with them. You get me? I saw the team be. A great conversation today, friends. Before I go, I got to go. I've been here now for 2 hours to 54 minutes. Even 1 billion naira is not that easy. Oh God, the fact that it's 1 billion. It's the one you're key now. Let's check it together. 1 billion naira to USD. 1 billion naira is 648 something thousand dollars. Shukeni. This is Shukelele, man. Shukelele, man. Bowoto Kini. Shukelele, man. Compared to or maybe 2 ID me. Otigamo Boise. Look at this is one thing I find very fascinating about you guys. And I guess that's the reason I always come here to talk to you guys. When we're talking about serious stuff like this, serious, these guys will change like this. Our boys, you're serious, man. These guys are not serious. I swear to you, man. These guys are not serious at all. And I'm not surprised. It's the way you guys are. This one, don't let me even talk about that. For Obi, where's my rich husband? Let me give you my dad. Velvet. Let me give you, what is that billionaire's name? Nnamdi Ezeuigbo. His net worth is $350 million. Daniel said, our generation have the youngest self-made billionaires. Daniel, let me tell you something, which was what we started this conversation about all these rich people with. These guys are not helping. They are not creating value. They're not creating any value, Joe. People will do anything to experience luxury of life. These guys are not doing anything. Of course, nobody's self-made actually. Faye said, money in our water. All those boys, they just want to maintain that money and not help. Yeah, those guys are not helping. And that's the reason why I do not give that much respect to the royal families of Nigeria and Africa. They are figureheads. They are not doing anything. No impact, no industry, no nothing. It is very sad though. It's very, very sad. Let me explain what happened when you try to create value in Nigeria. Policy frustration. Policy frustration day, I know. Policy frustration day. So definitely there is a system that does not want Africa to elevate. I read about that, Darkman, I read about that policy frustration. Oh, God. Now the question is this. How can we maneuver? Let me write that down. Policy frustration. Yes. Because I like what you said about that policy frustration. Take a screenshot there. Thank you, man. A friend of mine said something like that to me, that change of policy is something that discourage a lot of capitalists. But all them Larry think they enter those countries now. Avi, you're talking about Darkman, the Kiloko, but Black Man, you know. He says something like that, though. That exactly. So when men hold it easy, it's just take the money outside the country. I don't believe that. Every country has their policy. Policy, for example, is what Donald Trump is doing right now, which is if you are an American business owner and you decide to have your manufacturing company outside of the United States, you're going to pay a harsh tariff when you try to import your product back into the country. Every country has that. You understand me? I think that is just an excuse. That is just an excuse, though. Same way the policy frustration almost affected Dangote refinery. But that is on another big boy level. Aliko has monopoly of many things. You get me? What happened with Aliko is not just the fact that he's trying to create a refinery. Aliko is a businessman. Change of power definitely is going to affect his business. You have to understand how this thing is. The power that Aliko has was given to him by Obasanjo. Obasanjo is a previous major general and previous, president of Nigeria. Tinubu is also an entrepreneur. He's also a businessman. Definitely they will crash. Because you have to understand, these guys are from two different tribal backgrounds. Alinko had some things on the government. That's what helped him. That's a very big lie. What can you possibly have on the government, especially people in power? No, he made a deal. He had to give up certain percentage of that company. What is the net worth of Alinko Dangote now? Let's find it. Dangote net worth. Alinko Dangote. This guy is worth $23.4 billion. Now check this out. If you own $23.4 billion just because you have monopoly, do you know what monopoly is? That means there was a time when Alinko Dangote is the only manufacturer of cement, of certain food stuff. You understand? Anybody else that tries to do it, the government is going to crush them. It's almost like the government gave him agbára yẹn ti pọ̀ jù, man. That's a lot of power. 25 billion. Is it 25 billion? I check is 25 is 23.4 as at 2025 right now. So Avi said you can't have nothing on government. It's not possible. They'll probably crush you out. Who you be to they go head to head with the government? We're talking about those in power. Hey, easy, what's going on? I don't think Tinubu was trying to ruin him, though. You have to understand. You have to see this from a business standpoint. It's not always about destroying people, though. Remember, as my father used to say, there's no permanent friend. There's no permanent enemy. As a matter of fact, my dad would say there's no such thing as a friend. There's no such thing as an enemy. If you worth $25 billion and you still want to start oil refinery something, so are you saying you want your net worth to get times 2? Okay, give us a couple percentage of your business, man. Exactly. Mo, thank you. Mo said a player can never be bigger than the club. Humble yourself, man. Humble yourself. Man, business is hard, man. Bro, it's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the faint of heart. To round this up, my good friends, man, didn't you see Elon and Trump? Money bows to power every time. Elon Musk is richer than Trump. But come on now. The two of them, they are two different men. They are two different men. Shout out to you, Only. They are two different men, though. And Trump is powerful right now. He's the number one citizen of the world. Come on, man. The president of the United States. Who they check on? Eh? The president of a country will tell you, pay. You say, oh God, hey, Velvet said I will check him. Who do you want to check? Alinko Dangote or who? Alinko Dangote is a powerful man. Franklin said when Elon met Dubai King, he was humbled. There are so many powerful people in the world, Franklin. There's so many power. And you have to understand something about power. About authority day. Ego day there. Like this man, for example, you will never see him in the spotlight. Larry Fink. You will not see Larry now. Larry is a very, very egotistical man. You will not see him in the spotlight. Never. Do you think Larry is going to fight Donald Trump in the spotlight? About funny. Do you think BlackRock is going to go head to head with Donald Trump in the spotlight? Come on now. Spotlight, Imbo. Oracle CEO is powerful, but he's quiet. That's the kind of power I'm talking about. You will not see those guys in the spotlight. I think the CEO of Oracle is Ari now. I think his name is Ari. Ari Kilonje, no. I used to read about him when I was young. Larry Ellison. I used to read about him when I was young. He's a very dangerous man, though. Very, very sneaky. His name is Larry Ellison. I argue that there is a similarity between power and influence because there will be level of power and influence. Let's look at it from database standpoint. Let's say power itself is the entity. The sublet, one of the sublet of power is influence. Money, those are sublets. Connection, those are sublets. You don't understand? People you know, those are sublets, man. They are part of the entity itself, power. But they are, it's not like power and influence are the same thing. No. Power, it's the entity itself, and there are sublets underneath. On power, yeah, we will go. Influence is not enough. It's a sublet underneath the entity of power. Database now. All my software, you know now, database management, yeah. Influence is underneath the entity power itself. Influence is not enough. Influence is bow. Influence is not enough. Influence is part of. It is a sublet underneath the entity. Mo said, my question is, how do you attain shadow power? You do something with your life, man. You have to provide services to a large number of people. You're going to have that power if you can do that. You have to provide, or you can inherit power. Yeah, but you have to providing services to a large number of people. You're going to get that power if that is what you want. But then, this world has been around for a long time. There is no industry you want to go in right now that is not dominated by certain people. Bro, you're going to fight. Scopic said, influence generally leads to attaining power. Influence is a sublet. And a sublet of the entity power is the services you provide to people. Money itself, connection. You understand? You know, if you talk, say you get influence, you get connection. You don't have, any stronghold. You don't get money. So, what is influence without money? What is influence without connection? You don't understand? Most say principalities. No. Definition of principalities is like the middleman. In between something, in between two entities. Does that make sense? That is a principle. In between two entities. That is principle. So when you say principalities, I don't think it's influence. Influence is not a principle, it's not influence is not principalities. Influence is not the middleman. Middleman of what? If you have influence, you don't have money. Like it's useless. Influence and money, good. Influence, money, connection, good. Influence, money, connection, you sabi people, good. I watch Game of Thrones, easy. I know when that woman said power is power. What do you expect her to say? She has power, but there is so many levels to power, man. And we just talked about it. There's so many levels to power, man. Avi, let me tell you something. When you say Anthony Joshua leave Tinubu, they hang out with Arabs. That is not like he's trying to step on the face of Tinubu. Tinubu is an older man. He has gone to greet him. He has given him his respect. That is enough. Like, what do you expect? Like, they don't have anything in common, man. Oti respected. That's all. That should be enough. Abi? Easy said, yes, now, power, not the main thing. All these other things like money, influence, na better sublets. Yes. Sublets, those sublets are supporting characters. You can inherit that power, you understand, but something has to power it now. Something has to. I would say the source of power are the sublets itself. You understand me? Because if I come and I challenge the power you're portraying right now, you call your sublets, which is your influence, your connections, you call your investments, the people so person don't step on my face. Then you can make your phone call and call Tinubu, your president or whatever, say so. You understand that? Hierarchy of power, Yahweh we go, man. Power crazy, man. Power crazy, Power crazy, man. Well, guys, today was a good day. I got to go, man. The plan was to use 2 hours. Now we are here 3 hours, 10 minutes, man. You guys should continue to be well. We talked about a lot of things, man. Let's think outside of the box and create great things. Obviously, you guys listening to me right now, that's the reason I enjoy talking to you guys. I learned a lot from talking to you guys. Think outside of the box and create great things, man. You guys are exceptionally intelligent, and I know you will. I know you guys will do great things with your life. Think outside of the box. There is a lot of loopholes. There is a lot of gaps that needs filling in our continent where we come from. But it's going to require effort. I'll see you guys on Monday, man. Darkman said, I need power. If you get people with power for Nigeria, please connect me. Thank you, Mo. Join the show on time today and stay till the end. Of course, it's a fun platform, man. You need influence, not power. Okay, you need to provide services. I said it earlier. If you want power, you have to provide services to a large number of people. As far as I'm concerned, from different mentors, that is the only way to get power. The only way. Now, your challenge for now will be you need to find what service you can provide to have the kind of power that you believe you deserve. If not, then powerful. Daniel said you can use money to buy power. That is a lie. That is a lie. You cannot use money to buy power. I tell you. Power provides services to large number of people. Nope. Power does not provide services to large number of people. Power is the reward you gain from providing services. Because to provide a service itself, you're giving something. You gain power from doing it. In the United States, there's this, in Nigeria where we have ShopRite. In the United States, we have Walmart. Walmart is owned by a family. And they have around 10,600 units of stores. I'm talking about mega stores all around. That is power. Those guys are exceptionally wealthy. They are very, very rich. Shout out to you, Velvet. Eminlo. Walmart is the second highest employed. You see what I'm saying? They are exceptionally powerful. The kind of power that they have, if the United States government wants to write budget for the year, they have to consult them. That is power. Oh, yeah. So what is the point of you? What is the point of you using money to buy power? And what are you going to use it for? Eminlo. Guys, I'll see you on Monday. Be well, guys.